Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be live streaming some Oracle decks, tarot cards, and some witchy books that I have as well. So tis the season, I guess, to read some nonfiction a little bit, maybe do some shadow work. That's another thing that some people like to do this time of year, but also to give you guys some inspiration and get ready for even spring. I know we aren't even done with fall, but it takes some time. We've got some gardening books in here too. So if you have time to read it, then by spring, you're going to be prepped. So I just wanted to let you know about all of that. First and foremost, though, in the very beginning of our carousel, so if you are over on our Amazon Live page, you will see this carousel on the very bottom. We have a bunch of tech stuff. So if you do have any questions about that, let me know. The first thing I have is this Logitech for creators. And then I also have the Elgato Facecam. So if you do have any questions, let me know. And then I'll go through it again. But we're going to actually just start right off, do a tarot card deck. This is the Tarot of the Divine. And I talk about this one a lot, but there's this book that also goes with it. So I finally got that in my live stream today. So I'm excited to share it with you. So I'm going to grab both of them so that you know side by side. Here are these really cool Halloween string lights. I think they're in my carousel too. We'll get to that in a second. Here we go. Oh, of course. I have this all backwards. Okay, here we go. So we have two things here, the Tarot of the Divine and then Beneath the Moon. So this one's 40% off right now, $11.95. This is by Yoshi Yoshitani. It's tarot through storytelling and different cultures and their myths and folktales. So let's open it up. So here we go. It opens like a little treasure chest. Here is our guidebook. And here are what the cards look like on the back. Very high quality cards. They're almost like made out of a canvas. You could probably hear that, hopefully. So I don't want to lose anything on my desk. Here is what the booklet actually looks like on the inside. You can see we have different myths here, different colors. You can also see it says Jack and the Beanstalk. This is from England. Here's the myth here, like just a very short snippet. We have an upright and reversed reading for it. We also have like other ones. This is a Haida myth. We go to, what's that? It says Nepal, Peru. So these are myths from all around the world. And we have just a small snippet of what that looks like. This book, which let me tag it in the carousel real fast so you can take a look at it. This whole thing makes a great gift set, by the way. I got both of these actually as gifts from separate people, which was kind of amazing that they were able to coordinate. They didn't even know each other, so that was fun. So Beneath the Moon talks about each myth in more detail, which is amazing. So definitely get them side by side if you do know people that love folktales and myths and that sort of thing. But let me go through the whole the tarot card deck first, and then I'll go back to this and show more. But you can see there's some extra myths in here and stories and stuff like that correlate with the cards. So yay for YouTube. Amanda says, got that book for my daughter. Very beautiful illustrations. Yoshi Yoshitani is amazing. She's just phenomenal. So she's actually come out with a new tarot card deck or oracle deck. It's a deck of many things, I think. And it also is beautiful. So let's go through each card here. Well, not every single card, but give you a close up. We have the Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, 10. I feel like I've run into that particular card a couple times just in the last few minutes. I hope it's not trying to tell me something. I don't want no swords in my life. Let me tell you that. Four of Cups. Here we have Strength. Love this. That myth is so cool. Ace of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards, the Queen of Cups. So pretty. I love mermaids. We have the 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords. So these cards are very, very, very vibrant. She has a really unique art style. It's almost like children's books storytelling or art style a little bit, just because it's very like the colors are really bold. The characters have they're just a really strong facial expressions. yeah, but it's just beautifully done generally, and I just love her stuff. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Anansi myth, the Chariot. That looks like probably a Native American myth. The Devil. I don't know what myth that is, but a fiery snake. That looks cool. And then I'll do a few more, and then I'll go back and show you the book a little bit. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Raven myth. This one's definitely a Native American myth. And the Hierophant. So those are just a glimpse of what the cards look like. Back of the cards, very high quality cards. They're really easy to shuffle and do a lot of readings with. And I like just the short snippets because it just makes reading faster. So you can do a really, really long read if you wanted to, because the upright and reversal meaning are just very just short. It doesn't tell you how to feel either. It's just kind of like, you might be feeling apprehensive, anxious, something like that. And then you get to decide what that means for you. So I like tarot card decks that do that. So that is just a glimpse into the Tarot of the Divine. This makes a great gift, especially if you get this book alongside it. So let me go back to that in the carousel here on Amazon Live. I should have organized this, but I was so excited to go live. This is 15, 16. So both of these combined together are under $30. I think my math is correct. They're at least close to $30. Very cool gift because we talk about every myth here in grand detail. So this is like the Beauty and the Beast myth. Seriously, this is really nice. And it shortens it up. So like the actual grim fairy tale Beauty and the Beast can be kind of lengthy. And some parts are a little dry, like, oh, her father doesn't come from across the ocean. And it's like, okay, I get it. He's not coming. Anyway, so beautiful, short summaries of all of these really grand, fun myths from all over the planet. It's really cool. Very cool art. And just generously sized too, as far as like the book goes, because every page is a piece of art. Oh, we're running at the end. Here we go. So very cool. So definitely consider this for like a gift for yourself or somebody that you love who loves mythology from around the world. That's why I have both of these. So this is Beneath the Moon. Both of these are Yoshi Yoshitani. So let's move on to another tarot card deck. Of course, we have Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. I got to get to my list again. My whole thing is going crazy pants. This is 35% off right now. Where are you, Buffy? Here you are in the back. How dare you? So sacred. Okay. Here we have the Buffy the Vampire Slayer tarot card deck. This is one of my favorites because I love Buffy, but I love just the colors that are used on this tarot card deck. It's vibrant. It's pink and purple. It's very cool. And this is by Inside Editions. Let's see if I can get the... Here you go. Inside Editions. Click through, check out Inside Editions. So if you like tarot cards or if you know somebody that does, in pop culture, they've done a lot of cool stuff and combined tarot with like the Marvel universe, the Buffy universe, the Hocus Pocus universe. And they give you different suits, different kinds of card spreads that you can use. So for instance, on this one, we have the Nice to Meet You spread. It's all Buffy oriented. Here is the 5x5 spread. And each card pick is also associated with Buffy. Here we have our Minor Arcana Stakes is clearly a Buffy reference. But we have on our Major Arcana big colored photos and then more detail. So we have an upright and reversal reading, small snippet of what this is from, and we get the character right here. So Anya Jenkins is Judgment. So for our Minor Arcana, it's just the upright reverse, but Minor Arcana tend to show different scenes from the show. Of course, we have Giles here as the Hierophant. The Magician, of course, is Willow. Like, they did a really good job. Buffy, I believe, is the Emperor, which is very interesting as well. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. Here we go. So let me show you the cards. These two really high quality cards. They're all purple, pink themed. Amanda says, love the different cultures depicted. Great choice. Yeah, for the Yoshi Yoshitani deck, it's definitely one of my favorites. It's a really, really beautiful deck. All right, so here are some of the Buffy cards up close. So yes, the Fool. That's actually on the Amazon page. So here we go. The Star. Love that. The Tower. And then Temperance. Let me show you some of the minor arcana, though. Page of Chalices. Ace of Chalices. Love the design. I need to figure out who the artist is for this particular deck because they do such a good job. We have the Ace of Scythes. Knight of Stakes. Oh, I was just seeing that my camera's not adjusting properly. Knight of Scythes. Amanda says, wow, the Buffy artwork, how epic. It is so good, right? I love it. It makes me want to rewatch Buffy. It's been a while. I think it's probably been at least 6 years since I did a rewatch of Buffy. And now I need to do it again because it's so good. Chalices, 6 of Chalices, more Chalices. It's just so fun. Like this whole thing. I love this scene, the 8 of Stakes. This is an awesome scene. 10 of Stakes. Go, Willow, go. Queen of Scythes. And I'll do 2 more here. Want to get like, here we go. Pentacles. Love this card. Oh, this is a cute card too. The 3 of Chalices. Look at them partying. They're so cute. All right. So that is the Buffy tarot card deck. Check out all the other Inside Editions tarot cards and, oh my gosh, Oracle decks too, because they have a lot of really, really fun ones that they make perfect Christmas gifts, in my opinion. They aren't that bad. Like this is $18.14, like I said. So it's affordable. It's also one of those gifts that people can use over and over again. They're thoughtful, especially if you do have a witchy friend in your life or loved one. So check this out. This is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer tarot card deck. We're going to move on to, I'm going to show you guys because I haven't shown this one in a long time. We'll do the Alice in Wonderland deck. Let me find it. I swear I had it. I'm going to be sad if I just put it on there and I don't have it. Oh my gosh. No. Where are you, Alice? Okay, well, Alice is MIA. I'm very upset. I don't know where Alice went. Let me show you the D&D one. That one's fun too. So this one's actually great to use for D&D campaigns. It's actually meant to be used for D&D campaigns as well. So this is the D&D tarot card deck. You open it. Treasure chest. Hooray. I wish they did more with the cover or this guidebook. It looks so plain. I'm like, what is this? It's so flimsy too. I'm like, excuse me, Wizards of the Coast. But one thing they do have is full color spread. Well, not whole spreads, but full color photos for all of these cards. We have the and symbol here. This is actually for the D&D campaign. So you can pull, if you wanted to do like a, what do they call it? My brain is turning off. A short little mini campaign, or if you're trying to figure out a small storyline, you can use this deck if you just pull a card. It says for here, the King of Charisma. A noble approaches you and says that an assassin has been sent to kill him and he needs your help. Simple story plot right there. And then you just take off and use that plot device. These cards are also useful just in other ways of building characters for your D&D campaign, that sort of thing. But as far as tarot goes, it still works. It still works. The only qualm I have before I talk to you more about this deck is that the cards, unfortunately, you'll see, they don't have an identifier for which suit it is. So you have to kind of look through and match the picture with the book on the inside. So it kind of can be a little tedious, especially if you're doing a big read. But the suits are cool. I just wish they labeled them. So we have like intelligence, charisma, wisdom, and I believe strength is the other one. So let's look at the cards up close because they are beautiful. The card quality is great too. Of course, everything I have is all mixed up. Nothing's right. Here we go. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. You can see the cool dragon. Everything looks really painterly. This is the cover, the Hierophant. We have a knight of, I don't know what suit. I would assume strength because this looks like a strength-oriented class. We have another knight. Again, I feel like this would be another strength class, but I don't know. Here's a queen. But the illustrations really, I mean, are totally worth it. They're beautiful. I love that we have different kinds of characters, different classes that are featured, different worlds too, different settings, which would be, I mean, look at this gnome. It's very cool. If you're a D&D fan, this is definitely one that you might want to pick up. The art is just, I mean, outstanding. The 8. I mean, the light on this guy's hair. I really have to find the artist for this because they need to follow them on my Instagram. They're just really good. Here we have the Fool, another bard. So cute. Ace. And this, it looks like it's like a broken chalice or pot or something like that. A creepy shadow creature emerging from it. And I'll do a few more of these just so you can see. Ooh, Ace. Finally seeing a wizard. I love this cute scene with like this barmaid holding a pie. Death. And then I'll do one more. I get to look at this whole thing. Like the artwork is just really pretty. So if you are looking for another awesome gift, the D&D one, D&D tarot card deck is a great option because you can use it for your D&D campaigns. And it's beautifully illustrated, really cool. The only problem that I personally have is that the suits are not indicated on the cards. You kind of have to seek through them. But that's okay. I can overlook it because the quality is so good, the art and just the cards themselves. So check out the D&D tarot deck. It's very cool. I'm going to show you guys a witchy book. It's going to be the Witch's Feast. I have to put this tarot card deck. Oh, no. It's on the ground, so I'm going to forego that. Crap. I'm a mess. Okay, so here is a book I wanted to share. It's 37% off right now. And it's kind of great because for me, I'm starting to cook a lot more. And the Witch's Feast, a kitchen grimoire, is one that I've been wanting to cook out of for a long time because it does go through these like feasts. So if you're more of a kitchen witch, this might be a really fun book to have. So here are the different chapters. Let me go through it a little bit. We have the Feast of Ancestors, Feast of Stars, Feast of Spells, Feast of Heavens, Feast of Earth. So we have things like different feasts for different kinds of, horoscope signs. So we have here Feast of Sagittarius, fig, prosciutto, and blue cheese flatbreads, and then hibiscus brownies to end the night. So here is just an indicator of Sagittarius generally, why this was chosen for a feast for Sagittarius, and then the different recipes that are associated with it. I'm a Capricorn, so this is one for me. All of the horoscope ones have a photo that's associated with it, and they look super pretty, as you can tell. We have the seasonal feasts. So let me get to that. Let me find it. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going a little all over the place, so I apologize. We have Feast of the Earth. So that's your solstices and equinoxes. So we're coming up on fall. Winter time. Let me see if I can find the winter one. Winter solstice. This is what the table spread is going to look like. And there's a ton of recipes in here. You don't have to make the entire feast. Everything is divided up for you. So it says fire cider pickled eggs, lentil and roasted roots with walnut sauce, cheesy celeriac mash. I don't know. I'm struggling. And then cranberry gingerbread. Those are options that you can have. You don't have to do all of them for your feast for your winter solstice. We have Feast of Spells. Those ones are more individual based, which is kind of nice because not everybody has time to do an entire feast, but it would be very, very fun. So we have here like a Four Thieves vinaigrette. This is a lavender potato galette, which is against Mercury retrograde. I know a lot of people are obsessed with Mercury retrograde. Personally, that's not something on my list, but no judgment at all. I love just being able to cook any of these, and if it brings me joy or anybody joy, then that's awesome. So these are small little feasts. And then let me go back real fast. I totally forgot. There's the Feast of the Ancestors, which is kind of interesting because it does pull from some more European Celtic stuff, or at least theories of what some of the ancient ancestors might have had during certain times of year, which is kind of fun to learn about. And I like learning and cooking at the same time. Personally, I learn a lot more about food that way and history. So it's just a really cool opportunity to learn and do that, even if it's not necessarily historically accurate. There is some cool historical tidbits in here. Definitely double check your sources, though. But overall, just as far as witchy fun cookbooks go, this one's definitely it. I love the solstice and equinox feasts and the horoscope feasts. Lunar feasts. It's just really cool. Check this one out. This is the Kitchen Grimoire, A Witch's Feast. This is by Melissa Jane Madara, and I feel like they've done other things, and you can probably tell I'm a space cadet today, so it's just what it's going to be. I forgot. Anyway, check this out. Amanda says, oh my God, definitely adding to my list. Have a library full of cookbooks. So a witch cookbook is a must. Me too. We have a cookbook channel as well, just so you are aware. It's not spooky like it is over here, but we have another channel that's strictly about gourmet food and cookbooks and stuff. If you are interested, it's called Cookbook Divas. If Carrie was here, I'd tell her to put the link in. She's we do this all together. So check that out if you like cookbooks too, because I'm obsessed with cookbooks myself. Okay, so the next thing on our list today is another tarot deck. And I have to say, this is not one that I've actually used a lot of because I'm an anime fan, but I'm not that much of an anime. I mean, I am. I can't lie. I don't know. There's just something about this particular deck that hasn't really drawn me in, but it is popular. So it's the anime tarot deck and guidebook. So the guidebook is excellent. It is also by Inside Editions, by the way. So I think my problem with this is that I think it draws from characters from anime, all kinds of anime, very popular ones, but it's not because of trademarking issues. They can't blatantly say it's from that anime. For instance, this is definitely Naruto, but it does not say this is Naruto, right? And there's little tweaks in there that's not Naruto, but we all know that's Naruto. Anyway. So here we have big photos for our major arcana. Our minor arcana gets smaller photos, upright, reversed. Same kind of deal as a lot of the Inside Editions. Different spreads. So we have the friends we make along the way. That's a very anime thing. You're always making friends in anime. It says the hero's prophecy for another spread. That would be fun. So let's look at the cards. Here's what the back of the cards look like. These are great quality. Most Inside Edition is fantastic. Let me show these up close. We have, oh, Sean, we would never sneak in streams without you. ever. We have the Hermit. This is the Moon. So some of these, so I am an anime nerd, but I just like, for some reason, I can't figure out what all of these are from or what they are like corresponding to. I wished I knew. We have here, I'm going to cut Aeon. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be an no, it's not Evangelion. It can't be. Here we have the Nine of Swords, the King of Discs. So instead of pentacles, they've decided to do discs. Nine of Cups. So if you recognize any of these characters, let me know, because some of these I'm like, what are you? Four of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. I don't think that's One Piece. No, it's not. What are you? See, I need help. We have the Princess of Discs. Five of Wands. We always have like the redheaded character battling the blue-haired character. Four of Wands. Three of Wands. Two of Wands. Clearly, I haven't used this since all of these are kind of in order still. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. So this one's 37% off, $15.64, by the way. So if you know somebody that loves anime, oh, look at that bunny. That's cute. I don't know what that's from, but it's adorable. Six of Cups. This would make a really great gift for any anime person out there. The art is beautiful. And it might be really familiar for some people. The Prince of Swords. And then I'll do two more here. We have the Chariot. All right. So that one's pretty obvious. And here, let's do the Queen of Discs. So lots of interesting characters. Oh, look at the Ace of Cups. All of the different ace suits have like a cute little animal association or creature, and I love it. So definitely check this one out. I got to make sure I don't spill this one all over the floor like I did the D&D one. I'm going to have to go back and actually pick that one up soon, hopefully. So this is the anime tarot deck and guidebook. I just wanted to let you know about it. If you are into anime, or if you're trying to find some unique gifts for your weeby friends like myself, this would be a great one. I see some people clicking on the Diablo tarot card deck, so let me show you guys this one in detail. I have to find it in my carousel. This one, 13% off, $26.13. It's really large. The just the gold and the red foil on the cards and the box are really cool. So it is a magnetized box here. You can open it up. Here is our guidebook. I do enjoy the fact that we get a equal sized illustration for every single one of these. So and they're all on the side. I have to filter some of these because if you are a Diablo fan, you know there is nudity and gore. So that's not okay for Amazon. So here we go. You'll see on the very top, we just have a basic upright and reversal reading for every single card. Super simple. You can keep it very simple. It has like small text here. So like upright for the magician is resourceful, skill, and power. Then reversed, same thing. Or if you wanted something a little more detailed, you can read the whole paragraph, but it's not that much. So that's kind of nice. And the guidebook's just really simple, easy. Here are the back of the cards. I like kind of this hidden design on the back. So I do have a gripe with this deck, just by the way, because I like being transparent with people. These cards are a little flimsy. I'm not going to lie. I think Blizzard really kind of skimped out, but who's surprised there? But the thing they didn't skimp out on is the size of the cards. So we get this beautiful up close illustration of all of these cards. In fact, I think this deck would be perfect for just framing. If you wanted to frame some of these, switch them out. We have strength here. So if you are a Diablo fan, this would be fantastic to just kind of have up. Somebody was going to grab just like a sleeve, like a card. What do they call them? Like card sleeves, and make something out of it so you can display every single card. That would be really epic. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. I hope there's nothing bad here. No. Some of these have like hidden things that I can't see. King of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. Sorry, I have to go a little slow here just so that I'm not showing anything too inappropriate for Amazon, by the way. We have the Eight of Wands. So we feature different monsters, creatures, classes, scenes from the video game franchise. A lot of these I do think are more from the fourth game, but I have seen a few characters that are from the second and third game, but not as many. We have the Fool. It would actually be kind of cool if they did share which character is what or whom, because some of these monsters, at least like the demons, kind of look very similar to each other. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. This just is any Diablo fan, if you just showed them one card, they're going to know that this is from Diablo without you telling them. You have the text. The art style is very akin to just the Diablo art style. Just the red being the only color with the beautiful gray and white. It's just really cool. And of course, the border around everything kind of makes it look like a healing potion to me. I really dig it. So I'll show a few more cards. We have Justice, of course. And then the Hanged Man. This one's a cool one. Here's what it looks like upright. They did an excellent job. And then I guess I'll do one more card. Ooh, this one's cool. We have the Two of Cups. Very cool card to end with. I haven't actually seen this one yet. So I would say this one makes a really good frameable tarot card deck. It's a little hard to work with because the cards are kind of enormous. But if you do just have like your whole table empty and you can spread the cards out and just work that way, I can totally see that being a thing. So if you enjoy Diablo, or if you know somebody that does, this is a really cool tarot card deck. It's beautifully illustrated. This is 2613 today. Let me talk about another witchy book that I have here. This one's actually pretty new. Let me get to it. It is The Witching Year. So I haven't read this one yet, but it is on my TBR, and I've been meaning to. I do a lot of witchy shows just in my personal life, and vend. I sell art, but this book I feel like defines some of the witchy people out there. So this is a memoir of fumbling through modern day witchcraft. Our author, Diana Helmuth, basically says she's wanted to experiment with spiritualism, doing solo practice, and navigating what that actually looks like. So she's done different things that people have recommended, things that a lot of people do, like celebrating Samhain, which is coming up. But there's some other things that even I've never heard of. So for instance, summoning an ancient demon with scotch tape and a kitchen rivet, or other things that are even more simpler, like just being calmer and a happier person, meditating and doing some, mindfulness exercises. Not just that, but like trying to integrate in the community, what that has been like for her. There's a lot of gatekeeping sometimes with the witchy community, not going to lie. Some people don't actually know the history of some of their practices either, but they try to pretend like they do. So this book does talk about a lot of those things and how to be a solo practitioner in your own way, how you can just kind of experiment and do your own thing and just having your own practice. That's basically what it should be. So this is The Witching Year. I love this. because it's cute. It is fumbling. I think this can apply to any kind of practice, even if you're like trying to learn how to be a Buddhist for the first time or just learning any kind of thing. So this is the witching year. It's really fun. So if you are a newer witch or somebody that just wants to integrate more into the witchy communities, this might be a fun read for you during the winter season. So check that one out. It's new. This is $24.47, 13% off today. It's, yeah, I like it. It's cute. So let me move on to another book, which is actually going to be associated with a oracle deck. So this is kind of in the same vein as the Yoshi Yoshitani deck that I just showed today. But this one is the Women of Myth. Let me find the actual book in the carousel real fast. So this is the book, Women of Myth. It is 32% off today, so $12.30. And there's a oracle deck that goes with it. They are sold separately, by the way. So if somebody that you know doesn't necessarily do oracle cards, but they love mythology, here you can send them a book. But if they might like oracle decks and that kind of thing, you can get them a pair. So we have here, it's illustrated by Sarah Richard, amazing artist, but it's written by Jenny Williamson and Gen McKenemy. This talks about different myths from all around the world, and it breaks it down super in a very interesting way. So we have like goddesses, we have heroines, and then we have monsters. And I love the monsters section. I'm not gonna lie, I love learning about the different monsters from different myths from all over the place. So some of these have beautiful, vibrant illustrations. So this is Athena. It talks about her history, an overview. There's even like, I kind of appreciate this too. So like proper pronunciations. I am so bad with my Celtic pronunciation, so this book helps me a lot. I can't pronounce French and Celtic things for the life of me. I don't know why. So anyway, we have different pronunciations, where these myths are from, appearances. So like which myths in particular do they show up in? Some of these characters don't have their own myths. They might just pop up in like a giant myth from somewhere. A perfect example would be, I just had his name, ancient Mesopotamian hero. Wow, I am really upset with myself. I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, giant myth, one of the oldest myths out there. But there's a lot of characters that just kind of pop up in there. That's kind of what they're talking about with like appearances. Anyway, we have different symbols also associated with each goddess, heroine, monster, etc. Let me move on and actually show you this book. My goodness, I'll stop talking. We have a Hawaiian myth here. This is the goddess. I think this is the goddess of, death and protectors of death. Oh, this isn't Hawaiian at all. Hold on. It's Maori. Oh my God, I have to find this. That's cool. Okay, so we have more. Let's look at some of the, there's a ton of goddesses here, right? That's Aztec. I promise this time I'm actually correct. We have Kali from Hindu mythology, the Morrigan. Those are all goddesses, but let's look at some heroines. This one is Arawello, which I've never heard of this story before. It's a Somali queen. So I love that you get to introduce to different myths here and stories too from places that maybe not a lot of us are familiar with. This is Mama Huaco. I mean, the art inspires me. I'm like, oh, who is this epic warrior? Here, who is this? Ballad of Mulan. Very cool. Let's look at some monsters because, you know, monsters are amazing. So this says the lethal temptress of the Nile. Oh my God. This is El Nadaha. I think this is okay, I might actually have to do this one for my monthly mythology video on my personal channel. Here we have a Kitsune. Another cool kami from Japanese mythology. Let's see. Ooh, is this La Llorona? I think it is. It kind of reminds me of that. Yep, it is. Okay. And then we have Lilith, of course. Ancient Mesopotamian, well, Jewish for Lilith, but she comes from a deep, like super deep mythology. Pesta is the cutest little monster I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, so this is a cool book. I highly recommend it. It's a great gift, but it's associated with an oracle deck. And let me find it real fast. And then we'll just briefly go through that since we've kind of gone through some of the monsters and stuff like that already. Why can't I find you, though? Here it is. Okay, 19% off. So both of these together would probably be around $40, but it's really cool. The fun thing with this particular oracle deck is that you could seek out answers or guidance from particular heroines, goddesses, or monsters. Oh boy, I'm kind of curious what a monster has to tell me. Be more aggressive. So here's our guidebook. It's actually kind of large for how many cards there are. We have different photos. So like the book doesn't have a photo for every single goddess, heroine, monster, but you do get a photo. I mean, obviously you get different cards, different new photos that weren't in this book before that you get here. So that's a cool thing. So let's look at this. Oh, yes, here. Sorry. So every character, so Mama Wata, I believe she's a West African goddess. Yeah, Afro-Caribbean mermaid goddess. So we have here temptation. I can't read this. A gift, a test. We get her story, just a small myth. Then we also have like what the meaning of the card is. There's no reversal reading. Everything is just what it is. And then here it says her advice. So that's kind of interesting to have associated with this deck is like, oh, we get like personal, potentially advice from this particular entity from ancient mythology. So let's look at the cards. Here's the back. I like the marbling personally. I think it's really cool. I wish this was gold leafed though. That's just me being particular. Hello, Alan. I'm so glad Sean and Alan both got to stop by today. It's so nice. Okay, so here, this one's a cool, beautiful card. This is a monster. You'll see here, let me go into this before I go into the cards. The border of all of these cards are a little different. There's 3 different colors. We have gold, purple, and blue. The gold ones are goddesses. The purple is heroines. And then the blue are monsters. So that's how they've divided this up. It's kind of interesting that you can see that right up front. So this is, oh my, I've heard of this. These are the Thai sisters, I believe. True the Trin. I hope I'm right. Oya, goddess of storms. Transformation, West African goddess. The Morrigan. I mean, these are stunning illustrations by Sarah Richard. Lagertha, the mythological heroine from Norse mythology. Her hair is like fire. I just realized that. That is so cool. This is a very cool card. This says Huitaka. I don't know who this is, but I'm very curious about her. Oh, gosh. Okay, we get an Alan joke. I got an x-ray at the doctor. The doctor came back and said, just what I thought. I asked, what is it? Doc said, skeletons. Oh, God. You crack me up, Alan. Here is the Hine Nui Tepo. So this is from Maori mythology. On my list of deities to cover for myself, we have Isis. From Egyptian mythology, Mami Wata, which we saw in the book. Medusa. Love this. You can kind of see she's peering through. I don't know if you can see, but here's her eyes peering through. Super cool. We have Princess Bari. This is a cool illustration because like this skeleton looks so surreal to me. Good thing you aren't an egg then. What? Why? Is this another joke coming up? I'm excited. Okay, we have Pershta. I'm so excited to cover Pershta monster. This is from Germanic mythology. Atalanta. Oh my God, Alan. Yes. Good thing I'm not an egg. Oh God, jeez. Okay, so we have Amba, Shikandi. I've never heard of this one before. Very cool. I love just the impact here. And I'll do a few more just so you get a gist of this whole deck. Whoa. This looks like an Arabian Nights kind of thing. Is this a genie? Trying to Shizura Zadeh? Oh my gosh, that's a really cool picture. Then we have the Deer Woman. And I'll do, okay, then we have Maeve. Very cool. So check this deck out. Check the book out. Both of these are on sale. They make a good group gift. You could be done if you have anybody who loves folk tales, mythology, especially women in myth in particular, monsters. This is a really, both of these, the book and the Oracle deck, are really, really cool. Great pairing. So check them out. Next on our list today, let's do another deck here. Let's do the Citadel Oracle. If you're a writer, you're going to love this particular Oracle deck. It helps you write novels, stories, characters. This is called the Citadel. So it's a beautifully illustrated Oracle deck. Here is, this is a cute box. Like, just generally everything is just adorable. This is $26.99 right now. It might seem like a lot for an Oracle deck, but it's actually kind of worth it. So it's a box in a box. I love this box, very beautifully decorated. And then here we have our cards, interesting shapes. We even have stuff on the inside of the box. This is so unnecessary, but I love it. I love you, Fez Inkwright. You're awesome. So here's this booklet. This deck is one of, okay, so let me just explain this before I go on a little ramble, which seems par for the course for me if you're familiar with my live streams. So I love my older Oracle decks and tarot card decks. Like, I use them the most. There's a deck I've had for almost 20 years now, actually more than that. And it's my go-to deck. I actually don't even have it out because I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it because it's so old. It's the Fairy Oracle deck that's actually in the carousel too. So there's not a lot of times that I get really attached to new Oracle or tarot card decks and use them a lot. But this one, for some reason, was really calling to me, and I had to have it. And then when I was working with it, it was so much fun. So I'll go into that. Here's our booklet. We have these really cool illustrations. They've been really generous. They give us a full spread for every card. Here we have a description of the card and a reverse reading. I'll go into this more in just a second. So what I did, and what you can do too, is you can create your entire citadel. So like almost your own temple, which is comprised of different groups of people. So we have the court, the academy. There is the crowd and the troop. You might notice if you are a witchy person, those are the alchemical symbols for the elements. Then we also have things, you can combine those all. They create your citadel. It's a huge read. This is 12 cards. But then in addition to that, you have your sword and your shield, what that means for you. And then you even have your whole, your gates and your castle. So you can do like a giant read with this. But you don't have to just do oracle readings with this. You can create characters and world building with it. So I flipped up Spy Master. So on the very top here, if you wanted to just create like a scene maybe, or if you're like, okay, I need to come up with a character, or if you want to do like a writing exercise, you pull a card, you get the Spy Master. It says on the very top here, nothing happens in the Citadel that escapes the Spy Master's notice. They must surely be one of the most powerful people in the court. And yet their office is a small affair, crowded with papers and bottles of stale drink. In knowing how fallible people truly are, how can they trust anyone else? Knowledge is both a stepping stone to power and a poison to optimism. And in seeking it so voraciously, the spy master has become trapped on a lonely path. That's the character. Then there's the upright reading here that says the pursuit of knowledge is a grand goal, but don't let it tarnish your opinion of the world. So you can combine some of these character cards to maybe create your own character. Maybe you can write a story based on the spy master. Maybe you're trying to find if you draw a card, you're like, I need to figure out what my protagonist is going to be, or your antagonist. There's so many ways of using this deck for writers, for game creators, for oracle reading. So let me show you the cards now by themselves. Here's the back. Here we have shiny, beautiful gold leaf, the walker. This is why this deck is so expensive, by the way, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All the cards have these beautiful decorations on them. Some have more or less, but there's so many ways to use this particular deck for different people. I did a single card read for my friends, and I actually was shocked at the accuracy, because all of these cards, to me, they're not this umbrella term necessarily. Like some of them might be like really umbrella-y. I hope you know what I'm saying. Some tarot card decks I feel like get away with a lot because it's so broad, and it's like, okay, well, everybody can fall under that. These ones they're a little more specific. So they're kind of fun. So this is the gambler, the runaway, the warrior, the painter. Oh no, Alan, thank you. You also have a great day. That was so short. I'm glad he didn't crack my head. The vengeance. And I'll do a few more. We have the witch. Super shiny. The merchant. I'm so glad Amanda over on YouTube is still watching all this time. It makes me so happy. The shepherd and the thief. So there's a ton more characters here in this deck, but it's a really fun one. Like, this one is unique. I love the application. You can use it for D&D campaigns, writing books, really whatever you are wanting, or just a read. I did a huge read. It took me like 2 hours because it was just so detailed, but it was really worth it. It was a lot of fun. So if you want to check this one out, check out the Citadel. It's the Fantasy Oracle. Oh my gosh, Sean, you're watching over on YouTube as well. Awesome. Thank you. So check out the Citadel. Super cool. One of my favorites. I need coffee. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. So yes. Okay, we're going to move on to our next, let's see, Oracle deck. Here, this one's kind of short, cute. I use this deck. This is another one that kind of shocked me. So this is the Wilder ones. Sharon McLeod. I think they did, oh my gosh, they did a lot of color pencils. This is what it kind of looks like. Here's the back of the cards. I love that it looks like a little granny rug. It's kind of cute. So this is not one that I would have ordinarily picked out for myself, but I like it. So we have these different cards that are vibrant, cool. They feature the Wilder ones. It's definitely cottagecore, but like, is pastel cottagecore a thing, or is that something I'm making up in my head? That's what this whole entire deck reminds me of, is like pastel cottagecore. Sean says, I have both streams going. It's like VR. Is it echoing at all? Because I feel like it would be the delay on Amazon versus YouTube. That would be horrible. I would not do that to myself. Listen to myself in stereo. Echoing. Echo. Okay, so here's another card. Oh, this is cute. So I like... Oh, thank you, Amanda. Yes, well, yeah, you should see my actual house. I'm trying to make it like this dark cottagecore. Actually, my husband surprised me and he bought these things. I need to actually show them on Amazon. I just haven't. They're little mushrooms that you can plug into your outlets, and they change colors, and they they can sense when it's dark out. So they're great night lights. Like I have it for my niece when she spends the night, and I put them in the bathrooms and in the hallway. But it looks really whimsical and cute. But I'm trying to get like some really dark gothic aesthetic also in my house. So I'm trying to like, yeah. Thank you for the follow is what I'm trying to say. But I think we vibe together is also what I'm saying. Anyway, when is the Halloween finds stream? I don't know when Carrie's going to do her Halloween finds. I feel like, I don't know if it's me and if you guys even care, but I always feel like I'm repeating my Halloween streams and sometimes even my tarot streams. I mean, I don't mind doing a Halloween stream myself, but I wanted to, you know, like, I don't want to bore you guys with my Halloween stuff because Carrie has a ton of stuff that I know is really cool. And there's some stuff that I haven't seen yet. So I don't know when she's going to stream next. It'd be cool. I think she's out of town right now, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what she has, though. Here we have another one. This is definitely more spooky season-esque. And here's the other one. So for this deck, sorry, I got sidetracked. We have the Wilder ones, the booklet. I like to use this for single card daily draws. So I ask myself a pretty broad question, like what are the lessons I need to learn today? Or what are some things that I can benefit from? And this book is cool, or this deck is really cool because it doesn't tell you how to feel. It lets you determine what you need to learn. So we have in this entire book, it's very small, as you can see. We do need to do an Advent Halloween calendar. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how to approach that, though. If you have any ideas, Sean, about how to do an Advent calendar, let me know. I got to sip my coffee. I just haven't had the chance to. Okay, so for this particular card deck, we have different ways of interpreting the card. It tells you to study the card. If a figure is looking behind or ahead at you, etc., there's different interpretations for what each character, like the symbols. So if they're looking ahead at you, it suggests that the time is not right and to pause where relevant, gather more information. If there's somebody that's actually actively moving, flying, walking, it may indicate urgency or faster results. So that's just the characters and how they might be looking or facing, etc. But then we have symbols on every single card and a ton of different symbols, and they all mean different things. So and that includes things like color, obviously like what they're wearing. It also says you can use this for divination, decision making, or even a creative prompt. So, so like for this one, I will do a small. This is not an actual read, but if I were to do an actual read, here I'll do this card. That's so funny. I was just admiring that before I started shuffling. It's a cute little bunny. It says, pause, listen, and appreciate the magic of the moment. So it already has like a little text for you on the side. It says, it's the right time, it's the right place. Lucky me. So not only do you see all of the text down here, you can refer to the booklet. It's a rabbit. There's some mushrooms on there. It's got a green palette. So let me look up rabbit or bunny. I bet you it's rabbit, though. There's no way it's bunny. It says conquering fear, lust, fertility, large family is rabbit. Mushrooms are the fairy realm, magic afoot, gateways to other realms, and good fortune. So you mix all of those themes together. Oh, and green. Sorry, let's see what the color green. Mother Earth, heart connections, calming. So it looks like everything's chill. That's how I would interpret this card. Let me grab it. This card. Oh, and there's a bubble or a moon. There's a moon here. So I'd have to look up moon as well. It says new phase, illumination, the ebb and flow of life, the divine, feminine, mystical energy. Everything's chill with my divine feminist energy. That's what I would get from this card. That's a bastardization of actually how I would read this. But it's a fun Oracle deck. It's not one I ordinarily would have picked up, but I like how loose it is, how you can interpret things kind of your own way. It doesn't tell you how to feel. Sometimes I get tired of those Oracle decks where they're like, you are so sad, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, do I though? How do you know? Anyway, so this is the Wilder Ones. Beautiful cottagecore, pastel cottagecore Oracle deck. Let me share with you another book that I have here. Oh no, did I forget to add that one in particular? I might have. I really wanted to share this Magica book with you. So let's share the Pagans book. This one's really cool, and I'm going to make time over the probably during Thanksgiving is what I'm going to do. This is the Pagans book. This is by Ethan Doyle White and by Tamsin Hudson, a really, really awesome publisher, educational, fantastic. I think Ethan Doyle White is a historian. I'm trying to remember. The last time I reviewed this book was like 2 months ago. So let me just flip through it super fast. It's got a lot of beautiful illustrations, photos. Ooh, so you can tell it's a new book because it's a little stiff. So this talks about pagan practices, what it means to be pagan, and people use that term so loosely, and it's understandable why. Pagan practices are so very varied. They look so different from all around the world, and it covers lots of things. Wicca and pagan are used interchangeably sometimes in the community, which might not actually be accurate. But anyway, we have like ancient ways, ritual, community. So those are our big chapters. But then it breaks those things down in each culture. And this is everywhere. This is not Eurocentric, which bonus, perfect. This is everywhere. We have different goddess sculptures. This is Isis, but then we go into this is the Olympian gods, goddesses. So we're already seeing so many different things. We have, this is Chinese, Jade Emperor, Chinese gods, goddesses, how all of those relate to each other, the different families and how that reflects with community and our society. Different practices from all around the globe and how they're so, like, there's some similarities to those practices, and how they somehow are similar from opposite ends of the globe. That's a cool study. We have different what is this? It says, yeah, I really have to read this. So anyway, this is cool because it does talk about, there's a lot of similarities all over the world with like what certain things that are sacred, certain practices. There are some deviations, obviously, from that. But I love that we can see that we aren't as far apart from each other, what the definition of pagan actually looks like, and in a historical context. And it's a very visual novel. I'm a visual learner, so this would be really something, this is something I really appreciate. It helps me learn a few things and how all of this reflects into contemporary society today, what practices we still use. It's really cool in a historical nonfiction novel. I highly recommend it if you want to learn more about pagan practices generally around the entire world, not Eurocentric. Yay. So this is Pagans. This is by Ethan Doyle White. Check it out. And yeah, very cool. It's $21.68 currently. And then let us move on to, here's the Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks. This one is pretty popular generally, especially right now. Samhain is right around the corner. So let me grab them. I don't think I grabbed the Beltane deck, which is okay. So check these out. We have the Seasons of the Witch series of Oracle decks. These are by the same company. I have the Beltane deck as well. And then I just ordered the Imbolc deck. And Carrie has the Yule deck. So far, I think there's 5 total, maybe 6 coming out, I think, for these. I love that we're going to get the complete Wheel of the Year. It's very cool. So let's show Samhain because it's right around the corner. So this one's clearly a little darker, more gothic and sinister. Here's the back of the cards. You'll see that we have similarities on all of these. I have to show the Mabon decks side by side. So all of them have like a moon, a different color associated, and then a like a symbol or a hand. And then not only that, let me grab both of these. We have different foil color. So orange, Mabon, this one's my favorite deck. But Samhain's a pretty close favorite too. This one's red because spooky vampire red. Here's what the cards look like. Definitely more eerie. Intuition. I have to have a sip of coffee. I apologize. I can't show this one. There is some nudity in these cards, but not too much. We have silence. The art style is the same, like the same kind of medium for all of these cards, or for every single witch's deck. We have the underworld, the veil, pumpkin, so cute, rebirth, apples, black cat, and I'll do one more, and then I'll show you the actual booklet. We have bat. Of course, we have bat. So in the booklet, each one of these is actually perfect for every single holiday because it does you have different spreads that do ask specific questions about each holiday. So Samhain is more of the time, the veil is the thinnest, but also the times are shifting, the days are darker, we're more, we're probably going to be more isolated at home, staying inside. Things are dying off our trees, the leaves are falling, they might almost already be entirely gone by Samhain. So we talk about different spreads and do different work for each holiday, and that's what these guidebooks are there for. And everything has a specific theme to Samhain in this book. So now let me show you what Mabon looks like, because Mabon truly is this is where we're starting to see fall happen, versus Samhain is like things are actually dying and dead. This is where things are transforming and changing, and we are definitely seeing the tides of change. So here's what the inside of Mabon looks like. Let me change this. We already had Mabon. That was like a month ago. Grieving. This is more cottagecore. As you can see, all of the warm tones are very vibrant, and they use a lot of like cool tones, but they're not overcoming everything. Unlike this one, there's not as many warm tones in the Samhain deck. This one, the Mabon deck, has a lot of warmer tones alongside our cooler stuff. We're still seeing kind of that transformation of death, but there's still a lot of life to be had in Mabon time. Love these cards. They're so cute and witchy. So for Mabon, we have a different set of questions and different spreads that are associated with it. So like the Darkness Falls spread, the Molasses spread. We have the Elderberry spread, which is so cute. And what else do we have here? Oh no, I just lost it. Falling Leaves spread. So a lot of really cute stuff in here. So I do recommend it if you are a witchy person and you want to celebrate these holidays or figure out how you can celebrate them. If there's certain questions that are associated with each one. Currently, we're getting into more of the shadow work time, whereas like Beltane, where it's spring, we're all going outside, more community oriented. It's going to be more outwardly sort of spreads, versus Samhain, Mabon, Imbolc are more inner inner work kind of spread. So keep that in mind. But check these out. They're very cool. All of the sets are worth having. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. You should see my desk right now. It's a hot mess, right? It's so bad. We are looking at the Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks. So this one's Mabon, and then I'll flip back to the Seasons of the Witch Samhain deck. Very cool. I really do love using these during the holidays. They're very, very fun. Let me put these away real fast and show you again the Samhain deck. And you can still get these by that period of time. I guess it's Thursday today, right? I'm pretty sure you could probably still receive this before Samhain happens, even though I think Samhain's on Sunday, this coming Sunday. So but anyway, check these out. These are awesome, and they're really great. All right, so the next thing I want to share with y'all is this journal. So I think, at least for me, it's a planner. It's more of a planner, but it's really helpful. Oh my gosh, where is it? So again, we're doing a lot more internal work as, you know, wintertime. I know we're hanging out with family and friends too inside, but I think a lot of us are going to be at home and chilling out. Here it is. It's called the Laws of Attraction Planner. This is what it looks like. So it's shiny and pretty. I can't resist a shiny, pretty planner. You can start any time of year. That was another bonus for me because my ADHD has been so bad, and I'm like, I gotta get a planner. But a lot of them start in January, and I don't want to buy a planner right now, and then it's like done in 2 months, and then I have to go get another one. It's just a waste of money. This starts whenever you want. So here is what it looks like on the inside. You can plan wherever, whenever. It's great. I love that. We also have here reflecting on your month, and that's for every single month. So we can have goals. So if you wanted to set certain goals, or if you had certain things that you really wanted to work on, everything's laid out for you. I am so lazy. Those people, those like planner art people, they are artists in my opinion. The ones that have the plain journals and make everything look all pretty and stuff. I can't do that. I don't have the time for that. Like, I admire that, but it ain't me. This is me. I am so lazy. And maybe you are too, just like me. It's all prettified for you. It asks you questions that you might want anyway. And then you can just plan your life as you want. Not just your daily boring life, even though that's exactly what I need it for. I'm hoping to do more. So there's like a positive habit maker, a to-do list. We have ideas, gratitude, victories, notes, project, flow, all kinds of stuff all down here. In the very beginning of the book, holy cow, this book gives you a lot of stuff. So just so you're aware, there's flow charts. I mean, it's very technical. We have giving back, entertainment, self-care. These are all categorizations of your emotional vibration. Just your emotions. I don't know why it needs to be vibrating. This is just how you feel. Anyway, we have other flow charts, goal setting. If you do have a business, this might be really useful to just lay it all out right here. You have different sorts of plans: personal growth, harmony, your health, your family, your money. What do those goals look like? So this book helps with all of those different facets. Everything is kind of in the beginning here for big basic stuff. They even have, excuse me while I hit myself in the face, they have stickers that come with this. So that's why the price is so much. There's like stickers to help you organize things like your shopping list, books to read, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. They have a QR code. Here's more stickers. Here's some information. Like, this book gives you a guidebook on how to use this planner. It's kind of awesome. So if you are like me who needs some guidance on how to use the planner, check this out. Totally worth it. It's Laws of Attraction. And this might be a cool gift for somebody that is looking to do, who loves planning. I don't know. I have a lot of stationery friends. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. My sticker friends, my planner people. this would be a cool one. And they have different designs too, like on the books and stuff. So if you don't like this particular aesthetic, that's fine. They have pink and blue and purple. It's cute. So I wanted to share that with you. I need this in my life. I'm disorganized, as you can tell with this live stream. Okay, so my last deck I'm going to talk about today before I head out is actually the Hocus Pocus deck. So it's really cute. This one is done. I feel like Abigail Larson does it, but I might be wrong. It's funky. It's fun. This would make a great gift for somebody. I know there's a ton of people that love Hocus Pocus. Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. It says, no way. At this time of year, I go outside. It's 82. Oh, my God. It's literally frosty out where I'm at. We woke up this morning and it was like, what? Why are you like this? It's not even fair. I don't think we get seasons anymore. It's really frustrating. It's like, okay, everything's alive and then everything dies. And I'm like, what happened to fall? Everything's winter or summer now. Okay, so the Hocus Pocus deck, again, inside editions. You can see that we're fans of inside editions here, but we're nerds. Like, we're nerds and witchy. So it fits like what we like. That's so funny. So I actually had to mow the lawn. When did I do that? I did it on Saturday, I think. I was like, this is out of control. So I mowed the lawn and now it's frosty out. I'm like, this stuff would be dead. I wasted my time. 3 hours of like yard work. Oh, anyway. Okay. Hocus Pocus. So we're nerdy here. We like witchy stuff. So definitely if you are that way too, inside editions, awesome. Here's the guidebook. We have, per usual, our small suits with our small cards, but we get a little photo. We get upright, reversal reading for all of them. And then major arcana, small description of what the card means, upright, reversal, and a full color spread. That's pretty nice and cute. Not only that, we get here. Oh, and Amanda says, it's like a planner for lazy girls. I love it. It totally maps everything out for you. And it's 60 degrees in New York City. Well, that's kind of nice. What is going on? It's cold. Like, it's 30 here in Seattle. We're supposed to be like the rainy, we're supposed to be the 60 degrees all the time, people, but whatever. I guess not. I'm sure New York is going to have some serious winter. I'm imagining coming up pretty soon. Ours, seriously, it was like a flip of the switch. It was so hot. It was like 80 degrees. And then all of a sudden it went to like 40. It was weird. Anyway, okay, so we have Hocus Pocus spreads, which is kind of fun. This is the Hocus Pocus actual spread, the cat's eye spread, and then we also have the wisdom of the witches, in case you need one of the Sanderson sisters to tell you what to do in your life. Do you, though? Do you? Anyway, so we have different suits. We have pumpkins, lightning, candles, and potions. They're all very different suits, but they're all Hocus Pocus suits. The cards are fun. They are, again, high quality. Inside Editions does a great job with the cards themselves. And the back of the cards, a little boring. That's okay. I really wish they were actually glittery. I think Hocus Pocus deserves that. Here we have Ace of Lightning, pumpkins. There's a lot of hands in this deck. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's this staple design, like hand that everybody uses now. And I'm like, I'm a little over it. I'm not going to lie. Here we have a not staple hand. This is our Knight of Lightning, the Empress. Candle. Oh, the four of candles. Page of Lightning. Amanda says it should be 40 now. Yeah, I know. I feel like isn't New York City, it gets pretty cold. You guys have some serious seasons. On the east side, I thought, I don't know anymore though. Here we have the 2 of pumpkins, Pumpkins might be my favorite suit in this particular deck. It just really, I mean, they're all very expressive and cute. Temperance. Love that fall vibe. Oh, see, this is a string of pumpkin lights. It's really cute. 7 of potions. I love Mary. Okay, Mary's my favorite. Nobody loves Mary. She doesn't have as much of a spotlight, but I like her. She's quirky. We also have Mary in the chariot. You can see I like Mary. She's like up front. By the way, this is 11% off, so $22.26. We have strength. The 9 of candles. Aw. So this is very, very Halloween-y. Obvious. I mean, of course, this is the Hocus Pocus deck, but this would be really fun. If you wanted to do a Hocus Pocus party for Halloween, you know, you can get a small group of friends together, do some cute little witchy tarot readings, watch Hocus Pocus. I know it's on a weekday, so it's a little, you know, I don't think most of us are drinking that night. Maybe we are, who knows? But anyway, it's not like big party night. You can just hang out, watch Hocus Pocus, do cute little tarot cards, and it would make a great Christmas gift, just so you're aware. So check this out. It's the Hocus Pocus tarot card deck. I love it. It's cute. And it's crazy because I literally just watched Hocus Pocus for the first time like 2 years ago. It was a shame. I brought shame to my family. Anyway, so if you like the witchy vibe, more than witchy stuff, we have a dark book podcast. That's kind of our big thing. You can follow us here at Dark Side of the Library on Instagram, Facebook, and of course our Amazon live channel here and YouTube. So follow us there and our podcast. You can find us on your favorite listening app at Dark Side of the Library. So if you do like any of those things, make sure to subscribe, to follow, and check us out, comment, and then you'll be notified anytime we do go live next time or when we upload new content, because we do upload a lot of stuff pretty much every single day. So if that's your thing, if you like horror, witchy, spooky things, we are your channel here. And thank you for those that did tune in today and chatted with me on both YouTube and Amazon Live. Thank you so much. That was really awesome. I love having people here. It's hard to talk to yourself all day. I could do it, but I don't like it. Anyway, it was really awesome chatting with you. And Amanda, it was really awesome meeting you. And I'm glad you were able to find us. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. I might live stream tomorrow. We'll see. But in case I don't, I hope everybody has a safe Halloween weekend. I consider it Halloween weekend. And have a great rest of your time, your great day. We'll see you later. Goodbye.